What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the show tonight. You know what we're doing. We are doing the Roundtable Rumble, and allow me to bring on our panel of co-hosts from the bottom line. Luke, what's happening, man?
Not much. How about you, Ron?
Oh, another day in paradise. You know how it is. And from
Oh
the
yeah.
Beaches and Powerbomb podcast, welcome, Majestic Marie.
Hello, everybody.
How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. It's great to be here.
Yes, it always is great to be here. And you know, why wouldn't he show up on time? But my co-host has finally arrived. Finally arrived.
Buenos Doritos, everyone. It's your Theo, always looking divino, looking fino like Wino, Vino. Just
What?
age is like fine wine. That's what I like to say. How y'all doing? Great to see you guys. Thank you for joining us on this amazing WrestleMania week rundown. I'm hyped.
Jazz hands. Jazz hands.
Oh,
Jazz
Lord.
hands.
These aren't WrestleMania fingers. These are WrestleMania fingers.
Here we go. Oh well, it doesn't work with more than that's weird. I would like it
We're on a line.
exactly. I would like it to be like cascaded smaller images across the room. That'd be awesome. But it is what it is. And you know, we've got some cool things going on. Guys, I am going to shock you in just a few minutes.
Yeah, we got a new background. I just uploaded it too, by the way. What
Yeah,
up, Tommy
waiting
Scott?
on
What's up, Tommy?
No. You put it in the wrong spot.
I put it in
That's
both
not on the
just in
background.
case. Well, it's on backgrounds now.
Okay,
See?
there you go. Thanks. Yeah, now you fixed it after I said something.
No, I was already in the. This guy.
How you
Can't
doing,
give me no
Tommy
flowers.
Scott? Dude, that is like the indie super fan for wrestling, man. He
He's
is
all over the
everywhere,
place.
and him and his dad go everywhere and watch all the shows. He's awesome. We do have another guest joining us momentarily that I know of, and I'm
A second. Yes, I did resend out that invite, so hopefully we'll get that.
oh, okay. But yeah, hey, look, the new background's up. Take a look at the new background real quick. Yes, that is awesome. The new background is awesome.
I thought my thing crashed. I was like, oh, goodness gracious.
Uh,
And then we all popped back up. I was like, okay, we're good.
but the new background, and then we'll just have to edit one of the custom layouts to make it so we're cascaded around the room like that. That'll be awesome. Around the table. And the coolest thing was, you know, when I sent the message to have this created, I was like, hey, can you do me a favor? Just drop a ashtray and a cigar in one spot, just for me. So, ashtray, cigar, glass of bourbon, and my hat. I'm like, oh my, it's awesome. More than I asked for, so it's fantastic. So we've got all new logos being dropped, or all new backgrounds being dropped for all the shows, created by a wrestler who is doing graphic art. They're doing all of our logos now. And that wrestler is Lazarus Black. So, ladies and gentlemen, professional wrestlers, fans, anybody and everybody in this game, you need flyers, you need backgrounds, you need logos, you need anything. You need to hit up Lazarus Black.
Yep.
So, because his work is awesome. That image, that background's great. And it's from Laz. So, big shout out to Lazarus Black.
Awesome.
Guys, I have another guest here.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
Sure.
back to the Roundtable Rumble, the one and only host of Hashtag Truth,
Oh,
Scott
gosh.
Larson.
It's Scotty Larson.
What's up, guy?
Man, how you
What's up,
been?
Scott?
How's
Hi,
everybody
Scott.
The best unkept secret.
doing? Hey.
I mean, it was a pretty good unkept secret, other than the fact that, like, David and I knew.
Right.
You figured it out
I-
because of some other chat room. You don't count.
Oh.
And
No, not because of a chat room. Brother Man said it on a live stream yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you blew the secret. No, it's all good. And I actually commissioned to have a new background created for Scott as well. So I'm interested to see that one as well. We only got the one out of all the ones I ordered. I ordered a handful of backgrounds for it. I was like, yeah, let's go.
Oh, and by the way, if my mouth looks really green, like I've been kissing Shrek, my daughter made me a green Kool-Aid icy before we started the show, and I didn't want to tell her no.
Nice.
So, if I'm talking and you see like my mouth is green, that's why, folks.
Gotcha. So how about this? We're going to catch up on comments really, really quickly. And then we are going to do something entirely different than we've ever done on the show live here and tonight. I love throwing curveballs at you guys because it's so much fun for me.
Rude.
Brian Scott chiming in. Hey, Brian. Luke, are you in Vegas yet, brother? And I hope you had safe travels, and I hope you have a great time at Mania. This is a question for me and Luke. Who do you think
Oh, goodness gracious.
the Grande Americana?
Who you say is? Oh, goodness. I'm going to let you go, Marie, first.
Well, he's El Grande Americano, obviously, guys. Jeez.
Yeah, he's an Italian
the
comic.
best masked luchador. I don't
It's
care who
Hulk
he is.
Hogan.
He's really
Come on,
good.
guys. It's Hulk Hogan.
I thought it was Vince.
Or Vince
I thought it
McMahon.
was Vince McMahon.
Or Vince.
Man, yeah.
I definitely thought it was Vince McMahon.
Well,
Good
you don't think it was
evening. Shout out to
Whoa.
Roosevelt, Andrew Corners. Dude, one of my favorite professional wrestlers. Just, if you're not following this guy on TikTok and everything,
or
that
social
man
media
is
and
a
all, that man
workhorse.
is a workhorse. He's in movies. He does stunts. He does wrestling. He does martial arts. I believe he's the, how could I put this? Is I'm trying to remember the name of the actor, but yes, he does it all. He does it all.
Right?
He's like the indie spawn.
Okay, got it. And Tommy said to what's up to Scott Larson. Roosevelt as well said, Scott Larson, what's going on? What did y'all think of AEW last night? I was at church. I didn't watch it.
I haven't watched it
Me
either.
neither.
I haven't either.
That's on my watch list.
Yeah.
Michael J. White. He's the Michael J. White of indie wrestling.
Oh, God. Okay. Thanks to Marie, I am here. Shane, do you not follow us? But I'm glad you're here. And thank you, Marie, for bringing a viewer. That's excellent.
I got
appreciate
one to my name. One.
No, I'm sure there's more. I am sure there's more. You ordered a
Probably
Grande
better.
Americano at Starbucks, and it was just a cup of whole milk. I'm not surprised. But yes, dude, we've had conversations. I will always tout you as being a top tier performer and a top tier person.
I mean, I remember the first time I ever had him on a podcast. We went about almost an hour, talking about just comic books and movies and just his little man and kind of that love for wrestling and bringing him to shows. It was pretty fun.
That's awesome.
I get that a lot. You should. You are the Michael J. White of indie wrestling, my guy.
All right,
He's getting
and
up on
so.
you, so.
No, I swear I'm not adding anybody else. I was clearing messages because my messenger is going absolutely insane right now. So people are like, "Oh my God, Larson's back!" So, yeah.
Again,
So
the
One
returning
night only.
Electric Boogaloo Part 2.
the I've often said that Scott Larson and Ric Flair have a running tally to see who is going to retire more.
Mhm.
So, I don't know. But are you ready for the new experiment that I'm going to drop on you guys tonight?
No.
Oh, goodness.
Not really, but
Thanks, Lance.
Lance Bader should be here. He's in the chat room, and I have no idea why he's just commenting.
Yeah, Lance,
I'm
you should really jump in on it. Jump in.
The invite's already in the chat room, bud. But anyway, so what we're gonna do is called the lightning round
Lightning
because
round.
we have entirely too much to cover. Wolverine chiming
There's
in.
only 18 hours of wrestling, Ron. Come
Misty
on, we can
Childers
do it.
chiming in. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna rack off the matches for NXT Stand and Deliver, and you guys are
Oh,
gonna
goodness, I don't
just
have that one.
gonna type out for the comments section what your what your results are.
Oh no, I don't watch NXT.
Well, that's
Me neither.
fine. You just get to take a guess. You just get to take a guess. All right. Fatal 4-way elimination match, and I'm guessing this is for the women's tag championships. Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson, Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade, Fatal Influence, Tatum Paxley, and Gigi Dolan. I'm gonna go with Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dolan. I'm gonna go ahead and say mine while I'm. Of course.
Yeah, I'm with Tommy Scott on that one. Yeah. Corey
No. She's getting called up.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever
Scotty
wins, I
Stones in
don't
the
know.
comment as well. Bro, you should be on here with us, man. Oh, you're working. Dang, man. And Wolvie's going with Jakara Jackson. All right. Let's see here. Like I said, guys, just type them into the comments and we'll just all post them in a bit. The D'Angelo family versus the Dark State.
Dark State. That's mine. I'm already going to throw that out there.
Oh, I went on there twice, but okay, whatever.
Well, yeah, you. Well, I mean, I was just waiting until I've got I'm tallying all mine, and I'm just going to drop them once because if I drop it,
I see what
if
you
I
mean.
drop it, it's going to say it like 70 times. We're going to end up with a billion comments. And put your name on it, David. You know, you got to sign your homework so you get credit for it. Okay. NXT Tag Championships: Fraxium versus Hank Walker and Tank Ledger. I think the time has come and the day is done for Fraxium. So I'm going with Hank and Tank.
I don't know who any of these people are.
That's awesome.
I don't know why mine's coming up there twice, but okay.
Oh, well.
You have to pick and choose what wrestling to watch, and unfortunately, NXT gets on the cut list just because there's so much. There's so
Right.
much.
Yeah, well, for me, it's the Legends Future Legends show.
I don't watch
kinda
that
tough for
either.
me. Everyone's talking about it. There's a lot going on over there. I want to discuss it, but like having a chance to actually sit down and watch it.
Oh, LFG?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't watch it either.
North American Championship, Ricky Saints, Ethan Page. I'm going with Ricky Saints.
Yeah, Ricky.
I see Ricky retaining.
I'll say that too, just because I like him more.
Yep.
All right. The NXT Women's North American Championship ladder match. I know like a handful of names in this. Sol Roca's in there. I'm trying to see who all is in it so I can give you like the best thing. Let's see here. Stephanie Vacquier had to vacate the title.
Mm-hmm.
Kalani Jordan.
Wait, didn't she just win it?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did, and she won the main title, so she had to vacate one of them.
Then why put it on her to begin with then?
To give us a reason for a good ladder match for the women at NXT.
Good ladder match at the NXT. Okay.
All right, we're gonna go with Zarya, Kalani, Jordan, Rucka, Izzy Dame, uh, Lola
Lola
Vice,
Vice and Thea
and
Hall.
Thea Hale.
Hale. Oop.
I'm going with Thea Hale as your new dude. She's deserved it for 6 months to a year.
How do you
She's
spell that?
annoying.
I'm kidding.
Entirely deserved it. In my book. Let's see here. NXT Women's Championship. Stephanie Bakir, Julia, Jordan Grace, and Jada Parker. All 4 in one match. I got Stephanie retaining.
Mm-hmm. Because she
Yeah.
just won it.
Yep.
She just
Yep.
won it.
But they have done that to us before. They pulled it out.
Yeah, they've done it before, and I don't believe Jordan Grace is getting it this early.
No.
Not
I
yet.
don't
They're going to
believe
build that up. They think that's what this match is going to be all about. Is kind of building up that rivalry between her and Jordan.
Yeah. That would be a good idea.
And finally, the NXT Championship match: Obafemi, Trick Williams, Javon Evans.
My heart wants to say Javon because he has just been putting on some amazing matches and just been getting the spotlight a lot lately. And just every time he's on there, it's magic. It's magic. He's always hyping up who's ever's watching. My heart wants to say that he will take it, and new NXT champion will be Javon Evans.
I'm going with and new, and the reason is Trick Williams and Obafemi getting called up. At least Trick, if not Trick and Oba.
Yeah.
If Javon Evans doesn't win, I will run a 5K. You have my word. Okay, so is that when you say run a 5K? Do you mean legitimately run a 5K, or do you mean just
Do
do a 5K running and walking and all that? Because if you're gonna run a 5K, I'm gonna be there.
Wow.
No. I haven't ran a 5K in years. I would probably like to do it, and I don't know if it would be frowned upon for me to have a cigar hanging out of my mouth or not, but I would probably do that as well.
If they had a 5 feet marathon, I'd be all in there. But 5K, no way. No way am I gonna make it.
Gotcha. The last 5K I ran, when I got done, I legitimately laid on the asphalt and started smoking. But that was like,
Way to get that air back in your lungs, Ron.
I needed it. Yeah, that worked. It worked. Man, that was like 13 to 15 years ago.
Oh,
It's been a little while. Yeah, I still smoked cigarettes back then. I don't smoke cigarettes. But definitely, guys.
I think that's the list. I think that's it.
That is.
There's a lot of similarities, though.
Yeah, it is.
Which is not a bad thing.
No, definitely not. All right, now moving on to WWE WrestleMania.
finally, goodness gracious.
Hey man, listen. I'm one person. I'm working. I'm here. You know what more could you ask for? If you bother me, I'm gonna sub out to my phone and go outside and smoke, and then you guys will have to somebody else will have to do the hard part. All right, that's what I thought. let's start with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bailey and Lyra Valkyria for the WWE Women's Tag Team. And David, you go ahead and start.
Valkyria.
You have Bailey and Lyra Valkyria dethroning Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Okay. Luke Childers.
Liv and Raquel retain. That's all I got.
Okay. Miss Majestic Marie.
Yeah, I think Liv and Raquel is going to retain again. This match is only happening to get everybody on the card anyway. It's a throwaway match. It doesn't mean anything. So
I also have them retaining.
And
Even though Bailey's my favorite women's wrestler, I have
mine too. Mine too, Scott.
Lyra doesn't need it. She's already got her own title anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know, but can they stand to put the big L next to her name, because they are so big on that girl right now. There's that too.
I mean, yeah, they can because it's a tag match, not a singles match.
Yep.
Bailey's gonna eat the pin then.
Yeah.
Well, and also look at it this way. Remember, this is an AEW where they tally the wins and losses and they still don't make any difference. So I'm not wrong. I am not wrong. And don't you dare say I am.
No.
You can't.
Nothing matters in AEW.
Right.
Nothing.
Yeah, the wrestling definitely doesn't matter.
You just got to take it for what it is.
It's an indie show with a stupid amount of money behind it. Is what it is, and I really don't think, and in my opinion, it's actually a subpar indie show because it's not as good as some of the stuff we see here. Dude, all right, hey, I don't know. David has been to an XWW show. I don't know about any of the other three. I'm not wrong.
I've been to a lot of shows.
DPW, all right, XWW, DPW, Palmetto Championship Wrestling. Those are freaking phenomenal wrestling shows.
Yep.
They are amazing wrestling shows. ACCW, I know, does some awesome stuff. I talk to Nick occasionally. I see the videos. I talk to all these people. HWA has put out decent shows.
Wrestling Evolution.
Yep, Wrestling Evolution, AWL,
AML,
AWA.
and yeah, all these indie shows have done some straight up bangers.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like, when an indie show outshines a TV deal constantly, that's just awful. It's hilarious for me because these shows are free. And those cost stupid amounts of money. Or I have to be in my house and get bored. I would rather go out to the wrestling show at a bar and be entertained. All right. World Tag Team Championships. The War Raiders versus the New Day. Luke Childers, you're up first.
Oh, I want to say the War Raiders because I like the War Raiders. I like them more than their War Machine, but I'm not going to get into that. I know the same team, different name, but I feel with all the stuff they've done with the New Day, it's like they're going to give them one more title shot or title. I feel like they're going to win it at Mania. They might lose it in a couple weeks, but I feel like they might win it.
Gotcha. And sorry, Tommy, I was just naming a bunch of random promotions, but Firestar Pro Wrestling, 100%,
Yep,
I agree.
Oh,
Needs to be mentioned in that list. LeBron Cozone is one of my favorite people. No doubt about it. Dude, Alpha Underground, like, dude, we could be an hour naming a great indie wrestling show. Like, no
Raleigh?
slight was mentioned to anybody. I
No,
haven't
not at
been
all.
in wrestling for months, so just
Yeah, he has not, and the wrestling in Raleigh has just gotten nuts. Just the constant shows that they're always having right there. That's becoming a battleground for some awesome wrestling.
it is. Good evening, Christine. Welcome to the show.
That's 2 for
Shout out
me.
shout out to FWE.
She watches our show too, and it's
Thank you.
hilarious. She was what's it? Somebody was on air with us, and she didn't like him, so she was like, "That's enough of this. I'm out for the night. I don't like this guy," and she left the show. It was awesome. I died laughing. I thought it was the greatest thing ever. Yep. United Pro, another one.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. We need to talk. Is that the same? Which one is that?
Yes.
It's that one?
I think so.
Never mind.
Well, there's also I don't know.
I mean, congrats on Cedric making his return, but I mean,
Miss Cedric.
Go, hey man, look, hey Cedric, go make your money. I don't care where you get it from, but I mean, most of the time you're going to get it from Marks anyway, so it only is fitting that you get it there. Anyway, so David,
moving on. I say New Day.
You said New Day. Luke said War Raiders. Majestic.
No, I said New Day.
You said New Day. New Day. Majestic.
Yeah, I think the New Day is going to win too.
Scott.
Same thing. They're not going to put all this hoopla behind New Day and then have them lose. I mean,
really?
True.
Really?
Right.
Interesting. Oh well,
What do you have New Day going over or no?
I didn't. I did not have New Day going over because the way the last match ended. So I was figuring on the War Raiders not stealing one, but actually the way I see this is the New Day is going to try to get underhandedly win, and they are going to get smashed, and that's it.
Does anyone think Big E is going to make an appearance? I mean, I know he's not going to wrestle, but maybe outside interference?
That would be the way. That would be.
I would love to hear the music hit. I would love to hear the music hit and him walk down the curtain and see the Kofi and Xavier's shocked face. But I'm huge.
There's
I love Big E.
possibility that might happen.
Yeah, I love
and
Big
that
E.
would be.
I love Big E. So I love his music too, and so even just to hear it play, I think it'd be dope.
Hey, look, I like that. I think that should be the way that the match ends. Is Big E comes out and it screws up the New Day. That would be hilarious. That'd be like a true WrestleMania moment right there.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's cleared to wrestle. He's been cleared to wrestle. He just don't want to. He said that several times.
Big E?
He's been cleared to wrestle. Yeah, Big E.
What?
He's been cleared. Yes. He said that several times. He was like, I've been cleared to wrestle. I just don't want to return to the ring. He said, I've had more fun and enjoyed it.
Pre-show for the last pay-per-view.
Huh.
Yeah. He said he had more fun doing the interviews and going and traveling and seeing all the Make-A-Wish kids and all that stuff, having fun with that.
Okay.
I didn't know that either.
I had no idea.
So even if he was just to come in and hit a big ending, that'd be dope.
Yeah, it would be.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre in a Sin City street fight.
Oh.
Majestic Marie, you are on deck.
Drew McIntyre should win this.
Really?
Yes. He should.
Interesting. Why?
Because he's lost every other big match he's been in the past 1.5 to 2 years.
I
mean, it hasn't affected him, of course, because it's only built him up even more.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I want to see Drew win.
Okay.
And I love Priesty. Do not get me wrong. I love me some Priesty.
Yes. Damian Priest is awesome. Scott Larson, hashtag truth. What you got on that one?
I think Priest is gonna win. I think they're gonna put Drew down one more time.
I was with you on that one. I agree. I agree that it was going to be Damian Priest winning that one. But I think it was going to be a brawl. Like it was going to be a really good fight.
Oh, it's gonna be a knockdown drag out, that's for sure.
If Damian Priest wins, I will not be upset.
Gotcha. David Estacado. What you got on it though?
I'm going to agree that Drew does need this one because the guy's just, I feel bad for the guy. And we did talk about this beforehand at the previous, like, we talked it up that this is going to be a big deal for Drew. But I got to give it to Priesty as Majestic Marine. But Priesty is going to walk away with the W on here.
All right, Luke.
Yeah, and that's why. Thank you. And that's why. Like I'm liking babyface Damian, but I really enjoy him as a heel.
Okay.
I've got Damian Priest also.
All right. So I mean, a little bit of a split decision here. I hope somebody's writing this down because I surely am not.
I mean, if you want me to, I can. I know everybody's what they said so far.
Yeah, you know what? I would appreciate it because I'm not going to remember. I've already forgot what I said earlier. You know, it's entirely that's entirely accurate. I have completely forgot what I said earlier. I have way too much on my mind at this point. Mr. Larson, you're going to open us up on this one, and it is Jade Cargill versus Naomi.
Cargill is gonna mop the floor with her, just like she did at Elimination Chamber. From beginning to if they do it right, Naomi may get one or two moves in, maybe, but she's gonna come in after being hit by a car. It would only be right for her to come in and just destroy Naomi. In my opinion,
I agree with you.
The big payback.
Yeah. I agree with you. I'm going Jade as well. What you got, David?
I've been excited for this for a while. We talked about it for the last pay-per-view. I called it that this was going to happen, and this was going to be a WrestleMania match. If we can look back at that previous footage, I did call this, and I was going back with what I said that Jade is going to just wreck her. This is her redemption. This is her comeback. She's to destroy her, and it's going to be brutal. It's going to be brutal.
Gotcha. Luke Childers, what you got on
Jade?
Jade?
Yep.
Everybody is going Jade Cargill. Miss Majestic Marie.
I just want to say how awesome it is to have, like, I don't know, the first women's grudge match on WrestleMania in like forever without a title involved. I think it's the first time it's happened, if I'm not mistaken.
It's up there.
Yeah. So that's fantastic in and of itself. I think Jade is probably going to steamroll right over Naomi, but I don't think it'll be the last time we see Naomi for WrestleMania.
No.
Gotcha.
Just throwing that out there.
I'm digging Naomi's new look. I
yes.
like her new
Oh,
look.
she's been amazing. She's been absolutely amazing this entire time.
Oh yeah. Awesome talent. No doubt.
Complete change. Complete love the new. Where was this Naomi a while ago?
Right. Well, she really loved the glow image. She built that herself. So from the floor up. So she loved that. It was hard to probably let that go, but I love her new look now.
Well, I think they've been building towards something like this too, because her and Jade kind of came in at the same time. Jade made her debut, and Naomi made her debut on the same night. I mean, they were showcasing Jade, but she hadn't wrestled yet. Her first match was at the Royal Rumble when Naomi made her debut. I was there, so I remember. And so they just been kind of building up, and they teamed together uh, at last year's WrestleMania, and they've just been building towards this. But Naomi, they had to keep her kind of in where everybody knew her from, which was the Glow. So they couldn't just change her just like that. They had to shift her slowly into this new persona, or whatever you want to call it.
Right. Um, Tommy Scott says whoever has the worst score for predictions has to do a punishment. We'll deliberate about that amongst ourselves. I don't know what a punishment would be that would make logical sense or be able to be streamed live on air. So I'm not getting into this. That's
They have to go on their show and say, I lost. That's the punishment. If you go on their show and say, I lost, that's all.
Well, if you get into that, you're not going to pick with your heart. You're going to pick with what everybody else picks, the dirt sheets and everything else.
Yep.
You're not going to go with what you want to see.
Right.
And to me, that's not fun. Yes.
Bobby Lee chimed in and said Jade is going to rock her hard. Yeah, man. Definitely. Let's see here. Oh, okay. This one's on me. Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. I think Chad Gable's gonna win.
Who's Chad? Why would Chad Gable be in this match?
Oh yeah, never mind. I meant to say Rey Mysterio. No, Rey Mysterio. I don't. Why lose a gimmick match like this? That's completely illogical. So I've got to go with Ray getting another WrestleMania moment.
Now that I could see, Tommy Scott has a good point. They could pull the big switcheroo and have somebody come out with the same build and have Chad Gable come out and beat Grande Americana in the middle of the ring. Just to, do the whole Hulk, oh, you're not Mr. America. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. That would be funny. That would be another WrestleMania moment. That would be kind of cool.
What if it's Kurt Angle? Kurt Angle. It was Kurt Angle the entire time.
Oh my God! It could be anybody. There's so many people you could put under a mask that would be so funny.
Kurt Angle looks great for his age. He's been moving like lightning speed.
Oh yeah.
Who's next?
The thing I want to see before we move on, the thing I want to see is if he gets demasked or not during that match.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
I think so.
So.
And I would say, it's Ray. It's gonna be Ray. And it's just gonna be a funny moment. We might see Kurt Angle.
It could be the Goobly Gooker.
So everybody said Ray?
Yes.
Yeah, we're all saying Ray.
Oh yeah.
This is too fun and too silly for a heel to win.
Right.
Yeah.
And I will send this to the chat after everything's over.
Okay, thank you. Oh my goodness. I just got a sneak peek of the new Wrestling Wire background.
Nice.
We'll put it on up later.
No, I'm waiting. Let's see here. Got everybody went with Rey Mysterio.
Yes,
Yeah.
everybody went with Ray.
Yep.
And David Estacado, you are going to answer the hardest one of the night. Yeah, and it is the United States Championship. LA Knight defending against Jacob Fatu.
Oh,
This, in
okay.
my opinion, is the hardest one of the
Damn.
night.
Mm.
Damn. Damn. I'm going to say, yeah, Jacob Fatu, because those two going at it, that's gonna be a fun match. Just the trash talking alone, there's gonna be a lot of back and forth, but I think Fatu takes it.
Okay. So you got Fatu?
Fatu.
Oh. Luke Childers.
I got Fatu.
Goodness. Jessica Marie?
I have a question before I answer.
Okay.
Is Randy Orton facing Solo at WrestleMania, or is it still up in the
No,
air?
it's still a mystery opponent.
Okay, so we don't know.
Yeah.
If nobody gets involved, Jacob Fatu is going to win. But Solo Sikoa could interfere and cost him the
That's a good point.
match, and LA Knight could retain. I really want Jacob Fatu to win, though, because I love him so much. Oh, goodness. I'm so torn. I'll just say Jacob Fatu, too. I don't know.
Scotty boy.
I have to go against the grain here. I think LA Knight retains. It's going to be there's going to be shenanigans. I think there's going to be some people interfering in this match for sure.
Yeah.
But I think in the end, LA Knight he'll get one of them like quick roll up pins or something like that. Or maybe it's a count out or something like that. Something where Fatu stays strong and he can say, well, you didn't pin me or something like that. It's hard to pick between these two because both of these two guys are really over. So it's going to be a really good match.
Yeah, and they're both fun to watch too. And it's
Oh yeah.
I've got to go with LA Knight. I can't go against LA Knight. So he's probably he's one of my favorites in there right now who's not like in the main event title picture.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. Thinking about it. You know, the guy is on top with a mic, but Fatu is so good as well. It's going to be
bad
fun.
on the mic either.
Not at all. Not at all.
No, they're both have the
They're
gift
both
of gab.
great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, they're both over big time. It's going to be. I think that's going to be one of the where the crowd is chanting both ways. You're going to hear it through the whole match. I think the crowd's going to chant both ways.
They can't go wrong in this match. So it's
No.
You know, if Jacob Fatu wins, that's great. If LA Knight retains, that's great too. And you're just like, I'm just happy right now.
This is the kind of match you want every match to look like, and you would have the greatest WrestleMania ever if you had every match that looked like this one.
100%. 100%. Let's see here. Intercontinental Champion Ron Breakker defending against Penta, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio.
This is where we're all getting a fight.
Oh, Luke, it's on you to start.
I want to say it like this. I feel like Finn deserves it, but he ain't winning. and Penta just got here. Penta ain't getting it. I feel like, and I know it sounds stupid, but I feel like Dominic Mysterio is walking out of WrestleMania with the Intercontinental title. And I say that with
No.
shenanigans and some
No.
other stuff. Yes. And I will explain why. One, because he has went several times on record and crap saying, I've never won a match at WrestleMania. And other stuff with being he would be the last eligible son to be in the WrestleMania to win the Intercontinental title. With him and his father have both won it. So I feel like Dominic Mysterio walks out of WrestleMania with the Intercontinental title.
Hmm.
Marie?
Luke, we ain't gonna fight. I was gonna say Dominic too. First of all, I'm gonna say that this is probably gonna be one of the matches of WrestleMania weekend. I think it's gonna be.
Yep.
I think it's gonna steal the show. It's gonna be great. I cannot wait for this match. There is no wrong winner here. I don't think. I'm gonna say Dominic too, and it for a little bit different reasons than you. I think it would actually fuel more into the story with him and Finn Balor. Finn Balor is going to get super jealous of Dominic. And it's going to make it's already strained in the Judgment Day, right? This is going to make it even worse because you know what Liv Morgan likes to do. She likes to throw everything in Finn Balor's face. So she's going to talk. Every chance she gets, she's going to say, well, look, Dirty Dom, he won at WrestleMania and you lost. Sorry. But, you know, all for the Judgment Day, right? So it's going to feed all into this. And he's going to be like, yeah, that's right, for the Judgment Day. Blah, 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 blah. And things are going to blow up. This is going to just be another, you know, fuel to the fire. So Dominic, I think, is going to win. But everybody else is going to be amazing too.
Scott, lay it out.
I got the same reasoning, but a little bit different, and I don't think Dom's going to win it. I think Braun Breaker's going to retain, but I think that Dominic or Finn Balor is just about to pin him for the 1, 2, 3, and Dom comes in and wrecks it, and that's going to cause them two to have friction.
Okay.
Right there at WrestleMania, and they might go at it right there at WrestleMania, and that could be the end of Judgment Day. But I think Braun Breaker. I agree with Luke that Penta hasn't been here long enough to earn a title that big, not yet. And there's going to be some shenanigans around Finn and Dominic. We all know it's just how it's going to happen. We'll put it that way. I'll put it that way. But I think Braun Breaker comes out of it retaining however the shenanigans happens. I don't think he's had it long enough. I really don't. I think he deserves a couple more months with the title. Maybe the next pay-per-view.
All right. So where I'm going to change it up is this. Braun Breaker hits the spear on Penta and goes for the pin. Balor hits the coup de grace. Takes Breaker out of the equation. Goes for the pin on Penta. Dom screws that over and takes the win. That way.
Or could we see a double pin? I could see that happening, and then Dom and Finn both grab a leg with the roll up and get the 1, 2, 3 together, and then they argue about who's the real champion.
Oh no.
Oh,
I mean, there's tons of ways you could do this if you're a couch booker. I mean, there's tons of ways you can get these two to. I mean, you don't really have to even do anything to make these two hate each other. Like Majestic said, they already do. It would just be the icing on the cake. What's going to be the big thing that's really going to get them, to hate each other?
What you got, David?
This is just a powder keg waiting to happen. There is so much animosity between everybody involved in this matchup.
Mhm.
Everybody hates everybody else for some reason. For me, I'm excited for the Penta and the Demon going at it. That's the money right there, and that's where I feel like it's gonna go. There's
You
gonna be
think
some
he's gonna come out
backstabbing.
as the demon?
Yeah,
Ooh, I
yeah.
don't think so. I don't think
It's been a minute. It's been a while.
In a fatal four way though. Usually he comes out when it's 1-on-1.
No, the demon is not coming out
Yeah, I don't think
until
so
the
either.
Judgment Day's over. They've already teased the demon a couple of times.
Yeah.
I don't.
The Judgment Day is going to end first.
Yeah.
And I think this might be the catalyst for that finally actually.
The demon might come out on Dom later on this year.
Yeah, definitely.
But I feel like we're gonna see some betrayals. Dom is gonna do something stupid. Finn's gonna blow up on him, and he's gonna make a mistake, and it's gonna end up with Penta and Finn going at it with Penta walking away with the win.
What's his name? Who has been injured is cleared now too, and he could make an appearance there and mess something up for somebody.
True.
I can't
So
remember.
who do you
his name.
have, David?
Penta.
JD.
JD.
JD?
Yeah, JD Donna.
He's cleared.
Yes, JD Donna's cleared also. They were talking about that on another podcast. And WWE announced, 5 people that may appear at
WrestleMania,
and he was one of them. So
That could be
give
a
me 1
possibility.
second while I'm typing this out before we switch.
We got different answers in this one.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I agree with you that this will
I
probably.
thought we all had Dominic. Most of us had Dominic.
Yeah, 3 out of 5. That's how I'm ranking all of these. I'm doing how many people, and if they chose separately, I'm putting their name under it.
Gotcha. That makes sense. And
The
then,
only
But
thing
okay, before we change matches, the one thing I hope we see is Braun go for the spear and Penta run and do the little like Penta flip thing he does.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so
I hope we
awesome.
get that.
We have to get that. Yeah.
Oh.
And I hope we get like Braun Breaker full speed, not the little jumping spear. I hope we get like the one dart spear.
Like
and it's
the
gonna be
Carlito
Dominic.
Death Spear.
yes.
Dominic
Oh
is
my
gonna
God.
No, that was a jumping one. I want the straight. I want the one that took out the dude in the Royal Rumble. I want
Okay.
like the straight. Bang.
I loved the one that took out Carlito. That was excellent.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
that was
funny
great.
watching him flip over himself.
It was great.
It was
The
awesome.
only thing we all agreed on is that Finn is not winning.
And I want
Yeah.
I love Finn Balor, but
I do too.
where was it? There it is. Michael Blackwell using that all gas no brakes with it from that promo
Bars.
from Power 2.
Bars every time that man is on
Great.
screen. Every single time.
Finn turns on Dom. Finn wins and leaves the Judgment
See?
Day.
Somebody else who agrees with the demon coming back.
The demon comes back after leaving the Judgment Day. Dumb can't win. Yeah, Dom can't win. Got it. I got it. Dominic Guerrero, new IC champ.
Oh, boo,
great.
boo this man.
That is great.
That's going to be one of the things on the betting thing. How long is it going to take Dom to do the shimmy?
Oh no!
I think
Instantly, he's going to walk out and do it.
Yeah, I think he's going to get the spear. If you ask me.
You know, I mentioned Palmetto Championship Wrestling earlier.
And in comes Shane.
And in comes the owner, or one of 3 owners of Palmetto, Shane Dorr. Brother, it is great to speak to you as well. Hey, man, look,
Love
we
that
need to
company.
catch up sometime. As a matter of fact, tomorrow night, you should go with Elliot tomorrow night, and you and I can catch up. You know why? Because I'm going to be there. That's how we do this. I'll be in Boiling Springs, but it ain't for wrestling, baby. I'm sorry. I'm going to a bar. Well, I'm going to a restaurant where where my buddy Elliot Poston, one of the other owners of Palmetto Championship Wrestling, is playing music.
Okay.
He does an acoustic solo set. Brother, I am telling you one thing. You have not heard Amazing until you have heard Usher's You Got It Bad done in country as a cover. That was excellent. It was so good.
Wow.
And there was two people. Well, so Elliot's singing it. I'm singing it sitting in my chair. My daughter's looking at me like I'm nuts. And this waiter walks by me and he's singing it. I'm like, that vibe killing it. He's like, yeah, that's nice.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Interesting.
You would need a bar after some wrestling in Boiling Springs. Oh, my God. Shane, sir.
Wow.
I said I'm going to a restaurant, not wrestling, to see Elliot play music tomorrow night. That's just
Me and Luke are both drinking. We're not touching that with a 50-foot pole.
that's awful. So remember a couple years ago, it's not the same people. It's
He
a
still
whole,
got it. He still got it.
yes, you still got it. I still love you to death, man. I still love you to death. I've got to come. I've got to come down to Columbia and catch a show later this year. I've got to set that up. Maybe summertime or something. I've got to get back down to a show. All right. Who started that one? I forgot.
I don't know. It's
Luke.
been so long.
Luke
Luke.
started it? Okay, so Luke started that
Your
one.
turn, Marie.
It is great for her to get this one. I
Oh,
am so happy
no.
that the Georgia
Oh,
girl
goodness gracious.
gets AJ Styles versus Logan Paul.
Oh, goodness. I forgot about that match.
Hello.
Good.
Is it who I think is going to win or who I want to win?
Oh, that's awful. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that at all.
You know what? I'm going to go with who I want to win. I don't care. I love AJ Styles. He's from we're from kind of around the same area-ish. He's probably about 45 minutes away from me, I think. And yeah, I love him. So I'm going to go with AJ Styles. I can't stand Logan Paul, so
I don't like neither one of them, Logan Paul or Jake Paul. So, Scott,
I'm gonna hurt some feelings because I
Yeah,
know
AJ.
Logan Paul is gonna pull out the Nux or something, and he's gonna win this match because that's just the Logan Paul way.
I don't
And they
doubt
gotta
it
keep
either.
him
I'm just
over.
going with who I want to win, Scott.
You're right, I got you. But Logan Paul, they're gonna have Logan Paul win. It's not gonna hurt AJ Styles at all.
I know.
You know, WWE gets to keep his millions and millions of viewers happy, and they're gonna watch.
No,
WWE.
it doesn't. It hurts all of our feelings. That's what it does.
Trust me, I don't like Logan Paul's character either. So,
oh my goodness.
but I have to pick who I think's gonna win, and I think Logan Paul is gonna do it. It's gonna be underhanded. Everybody knows that.
It always is.
Yep. And if AJ Styles wins, hey, good for him. I'm happy to see him winning again. It's been a while. So,
It has been a while.
but my pick is I think Logan Paul's gonna cheat his way into another victory.
Well, I think WrestleMania is just going to be phenomenal.
Yay.
AJ Styles is
I'm glad somebody's on my side.
You got Dave.
I cannot see them having. I don't care how many sponsorship dollars, dude. That's the definition of a money mark: is buying wins in wrestling or running your
Are we
own
talking
wrestling
about the
promotion.
same company, Ron Emerson? Come on, this is WWE, bro. I don't care who's running it.
Okay,
I mean, they got the man's logo in their wrestling ring.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
listen. We're talking about the same company
I know.
because I hate to break it to you. we've seen and known enough, and guys, we're not gonna name names, but we have seen and known enough money marks in this industry owning promotions and making themselves champion for until the end of time, or they finally said, "Oh, I've got dementia, I can't do this anymore." That's one thing. Or we've also seen this company, look at what Vince McMahon did when he was running it. But that's a difference in storyline and
Right.
that level of storyline and how he was doing it. You don't see Hunter doing this. I'm not going to say Tony Khan doesn't do some crazy things when he's trying to
Oh man.
up and make his show make sense. But that's just kind of what happens.
I mean, they could have Logan Paul lose and him get up in storyline like, I'm going to take my company and go home and grab his logo or the drink cart and wheel it up the ramp or something in disgust. I mean, I can see that happening too. That would be really funny.
If I was AJ Styles during the match, I would go out to get one of those and be like, "This tastes like piss," and throw it.
Oh,
that would be me. That would be me, 100%.
Wow.
I don't drink. I don't drink. I don't know if I've ever had.
I haven't tried it yet.
I'm a
so
bubbly
I don't
water
know.
man myself. That's I got my Mio. I'm good.
I'm
But that being
drinking
said,
and
yeah,
coffee.
It's not bad, but it's a little too sweet. It's mostly with coconut water, for the hydration. So
Okay.
the coconut water makes it a little too sweet for me, but it's not horrible.
Okay. I stay away from a lot of that stuff anymore. Coffee and water is like it.
Well, it's
Ooh.
it's really just a rehydration drink that more than anything else.
I know they have energy
Michael
drink.
got a good point in the comments there. We forgot all about Karrion Kross. He could poke his nose in that match with the way him and AJ have been going back and forth.
true.
I don't know.
Didn't even think about that.
That is a good point.
That's a very good point as well.
Who you got, David?
Look, this is the house AJ built, and he's not
Yay.
gonna let somebody come by and take it. And yeah, not even.
I have two friends.
Ugh. Do I give him credit? And I hate that I do.
Look at
Yes.
the expression. Luke is like, wait a minute, I haven't answered yet.
No, my brain is trying to do math. Yeah, that makes three good. Sorry. I am stupid. I'm here trying to do math of who chose who, and it finally just clicked that David would make three for AJ and one for Logan. Goodness gracious. Sorry. That's why I held up a three, because my brain was trying to process that.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Got it.
I say
Continue.
AJ. Logan,
So who do you got? Number 5, Mr. Luke.
I got AJ too, so it'd be four. It'd be
Oh,
four
so I'm the
v one.
only one on the panel that's okay. Okay, this could be a good pick.
So
This could be
you're
a
the
good
only one who
pick.
gets his. You're the only one who gets his name next to Logan Paul.
I'll take that as a compliment.
You're probably the first and only person in history who did that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, dude, I am like just there's so much good stuff going on right now. And if AJ loses, it's obviously a fix. Ghazi,
Yeah.
no,
I did say if Logan Paul wins, there's going to be shenanigans.
Yeah.
He always cheats. So
no.
His buddy's gonna be in ringside.
AJ's got to win.
Yeah.
AJ has to win.
Yep.
He's I believe
Yeah.
it's a jackass on is what that image is.
I think so.
It looked like a starfish for a second.
The cross thing is one thing.
Right.
Oh, Michael's 8-year-old picked Logan Paul.
Your son is
Or-
very intelligent, sir. Very intelligent.
okay. I don't know. I don't know his kid.
I think it's because he, he looks like a Pokemon and not. Well, he looks like a Fakeamon. That's total Fakeamon. No, it has to be AJ. Like,
Oh my god.
bring him down a peg. You got your sponsorship money. It's good for you, but AJ's put in the work here.
And we just need a good, solid, feel-good win somewhere too.
Yeah. That'll make me feel good.
This match might put me over, so you guys all vote against me. That's cool.
Oh no, because this one it's starting to get spicy throughout here. It's starting to get spicy throughout the rest of the night.
I'm ready.
WWE. Oh, I'm glad you're ready, Scott, because it's on you. WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton defending against Charlotte.
Oh no.
Again, I have to
Make
pick
the right
who I
decision,
think
Scott.
will win and not who I want to win. Charlotte Flair is going to win this match, folks. I hope you all know that. Charlotte Flair is going to win this match because it's Charlotte Flair. And she's healthy and she's good to go. And you don't want a mad Charlotte Flair in the back because then Rick will be all up in the back. And you know how that goes. Charlotte Flair is going to win just because it's Charlotte Flair. I love Tiffany Stratton. I hope she keeps the belt. But how many times have we seen this? Charlotte comes back out of nowhere, bam, wins the title back. Charlotte comes back, gets hurt. It's happened so many times, it's obvious now. So my pick, even though I don't want it to be that, is Flair.
Wow, that was graphic.
Oh my gosh. David, you can read that comment. I'm not doing it.
Wow, okay.
See, who needs WrestleMania? We have simple insanity. You are a goof, Gazi. Gazi saying, I'd rather throw the cactus than see another Flair championship.
Oh, come on.
I love you to death, Gazi. Oh,
But
I guess it'll be a succulent.
I am picking Charlotte Flair, though.
No?
Okay.
I think
That's
they're going to
gold.
give Charlotte her title back.
I am sorry to tell you that the entire world, nobody wants to see that except for Charlotte Flair and Rick. And that's why it's not happening.
Gazi, that's
Tiffany
called a
Stratton.
succulent.
Hey, we're going to have I'm going to be the
Tiffany
only
Stratton.
oddball out again. Huh?
Tiffany Stratton is going to retain because Charlotte Flair has become quite injury prone and it's becoming an issue. So while she is back and healthy and newly and
Go ahead, Luke, put it
probably
down 4-1. You know it's coming.
I am going with Tiffany Stratton because I do believe that they are going to be moving forward with
You're cutting it
over
out,
the
buddy.
new.
You're cutting
Oh, I'm
it
sorry. I'm sorry. I think that they're going to be moving forward with Tiffany Stratton because they are moving forward with the next generation of women's wrestlers. Charlotte Flair is phenomenal, no doubt about it. Bayley's at the top of the charts right now.
You think
Becky-
Charlotte Flair is going to put somebody over?
Becky is out until whenever she decides she wants to come back. And the other one of the four horsewomen from NXT is having constant diarrhea of the ring every time she's in it. It's just the drizzlings every time. She hasn't had a good match other than like Chris. She had a great match with Chris Stratlander. Other than that, and that's because of it was Chris Stratlander. And she's other than that, nothing's achieved here. They're starting to move forward with the next generation of women. And I believe this is where you're going to see that happen. Tiffany
Her
Stratton.
match with Julia Hart on Dynasty wasn't that bad.
I didn't watch that one. You know me. I don't watch it very often. When I hear a match is good, I'll go back and look for it, but that's it.
I mean, it wasn't like earth shattering or anything, but it wasn't Britt Baker, so
Julia Hart's not
it was
bad.
a step up. It was a step up.
Yeah. Britt Baker's
You got it,
amazing,
David.
but yeah.
So there's a couple of things going on. This has gotten really heated, especially after last week's face-off. It got a little personal. So that being said, the story is that Charlotte's trying to go up and beat her dad's record. You know what I mean? This is a possibility of that happening and starting things off. Could they do the whole, they give it to her for WrestleMania and then she drops it the following, maybe on Raw? Maybe. They have done that before. But I do give her the edge. But, I mean, Tiffany's been on a roll lately, and she's proven herself that she can handle herself and handle herself on the mic and with the crowd, and the crowd is loving her right now. I think it'd be a major upset if Charlotte walks away with it, but I say Tiffany retains.
Who you got, Maria?
It's difficult. This one's harder. And not for the same reasons as the other ones were harder, because if everybody won, that would be fine. But this one is not that case. Charlotte wins. What do you do with Tiffany afterwards?
Exactly.
I mean,
you just killed all momentum that she's been gaining.
Exactly. I'm a huge Charlotte fan. I don't want to say I'm not, because I am. Laura does not like her, and so I usually am the one to defend Charlotte on Peaches and Power Bombs. Check us out on Facebook and YouTube, by the way. Shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
And I'm going to say Tiffany Stratton, too. She needs it more. I don't know. Can you... Charlotte, I don't know if I was the only one who saw this, but to me, it looked like Charlotte let the crowd get away from her last week during that face-off, and really it really flustered her, and she really could not get it underneath control. I don't know. I don't know if her to me, it feels like her headspace is not in wrestling right now. And I don't know if she really needs to be in that spotlight until she gets all that taken care of. And that's not like saying like she's doing anything wrong or digging at her or anything like that. She just needs to get that, whatever it is that's going on with her, taken care of before she can be like thrown in all the media spaces with the, what champions do. You're on all the talk shows, you're all in front of the camera all the time, you're the face of the company, you're doing this PR stuff. I don't think she has the mind space to do that right now, so I would keep it on Tiffany Stratton for that reason too.
And the reason why I waited to go last is when Scott said his answer, he said just go ahead and mark me 1 to 4. I'm going to have to disagree with you. As much as I want Tiffany to retain her belt, I feel like they're going to give Charlotte Flair her push because it's the exact same thing every time she comes back. She wins the Rumble, she wins at Mania, she loses it in 2 months.
But has she ever came? I have a question though. Has she ever come back from a Rumble and won at WrestleMania with Triple H fully in charge with no Vince McMahon influence?
No.
Yes, I love that.
But it is every big time match, every like he said, every big huge paper. And I don't like degrading pay-per-views, but some pay-per-views are smaller than the big four, and I don't see Charlotte winning on the big four stage. I just don't.
But
we're going to disagree on that one.
Every of those times, Vince McMahon was either in charge or he had a hand and he was kind of feeding what he wanted. He's not in the company at all anymore. Triple H is really pushing. He's pushing the younger talent more than he is the older.
I agree.
I agree with that.
I would go ahead and say it like this: if Charlotte wants to break her father's record, that's the only record that's getting broken at WrestleMania. And if that's foreshadowing to my future answers our match,
Oh, you
then let it
suck.
be.
You suck. You might as well start playing the Kurt Angle theme music when you walk to the ring, son. Golly. Gosh.
Oh gosh. Here
That's
we go.
just awful. We got just a few short matches left to go. We've got 4, actually.
All right.
Who did you went first, Scott, right?
Yes, I did.
We got let's go through some comments too. It seems like everybody's like it's kind of sort of split. No, we got a lot of people saying Stratton.
Yes. Stratton was a big pick. Sinful Insanity's coming up Sunday. I know you advertised shows last night for the 19th. XWW's tomorrow night, the 18th. There's a bunch going on. But we have Stratton was a big pick. Oh, I went in on this. Well, he was a co-host. Kind of is the thing. Nick Kern, everyone looks like they're sleeping. Well, we were just waiting.
We're just listening to whoever was talking.
Yeah, that's what we do. Is we just kind of that's how we answer the questions.
Well, and also my camera's up here, but my monitor is down here, so I'm looking down at you guys. So it looks like I'm not looking at everybody, but I am.
Right. That's like my camera's right here. My screen's up with you guys is up here, and the comments and all, and then the WrestleMania screen is over here, telling me what everything is. And I agree with that. I kind of missed the ladder match being at Mania, but at the same time, if you put all of that on the show, dude, we're gonna be like 2 12-hour days. Like it's
gonna be an AEW pay-per-view twice.
Back to back, yeah.
Yes.
We're getting very close to that now.
Yes. Don't lie. All y'all but Luke just woke up after breaking down
The
40 matches. No, we're not done. We still got 4 matches to go. But joining us for the final 4, our old buddy Spotlight, Scotty Brooks. How you doing, man?
It's the Spotlight.
What's up, guys? What's up,
Hello.
David?
Hi.
What's up? So, how's everybody doing? I was listening to this.
You don't have to add him to the vote thing, Luke. It's fine.
Oh yeah, no. We're not doing that. But I do want to weigh in on the Tiffany and Charlotte match right now. Me personally, I hope Tiffany is the one that wins. I see a lot of potential with her, knowing how WWE likes to go with the baby faces. It makes sense. But I know a lot of people are hating on Charlotte. If you really want to draw money, put the belt on the heel and make the baby face chase.
That's a fair point.
It is a proven formula that works time and time again. It even works in Hollywood. The Avengers.
Here's the thing, though. We were trying to keep so much wrestling logic out of it and just go with like what we wanted to see.
Okay.
But it's okay.
Well, what I want to see is I actually want to see me personally as a fan. I want to see that one. I think either way, either ending is good. I just want to see a great match between 2 very talented people, and I do like how they brought the personal stuff into it. I love that. That always makes for great TV, and I think that is a match worthy of stealing the show.
Right. Chris Thunder Anderson chiming in. Trips is a Flair guy, so don't put Charlotte out just yet. Yeah, that's another fair point. Yeah. All right. So with the final 4, I'm going to start us off. What are you doing? Oh,
it's the final countdown.
Charlotte over Dirty, and then Tiffany becomes a 2-time Money in the Bank case holder. And now I don't want to do that. I don't want Tiffany to lose at Mania. She needs, to me right now, a Mania win would solidify her on par for this division. She's
Absolutely
running this division.
I agree with that. I agree with
Jason
that.
Stackhouse, how you doing this
What
evening?
Ron's trying to say is it's Tiffy time.
Yes, it is. Oh, look. I looked at my
It's
watch. and
always
everything.
tippy time.
It is.
Have you seen that girl? Good Lord. My
It's not-
God.
Look, that is not the direction.
It's-
I said direction. That is not the direction I was going with that at all.
Boy.
Oh, I'm just saying it's always tippy time.
I bet.
All right,
Yeah.
so the WWE World Championship, Gunther defending against Jey Uso, and finally, Jey Uso will become the world's heavyweight champion. Happen at Mania, 100%. I don't need to say any further things. Jay's gonna win. Jimmy's gonna show up.
I'm gonna keep doing it till he recognizes me.
I've already saw you yawning. I thought your blood pressure was fluctuating again and you were getting tired.
Nope.
Personal
Damn.
issues. Oh, hate. No,
I got on here and a damn roast broke out.
I'm just gonna say this, and you know who I'm gonna pick after I say this. I just hope Jimmy takes less than 30 minutes to get to the ring so we could actually have the match. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
I would be
I'm so
awesome.
over this 15-minute intro, man. I love Jimmy. Don't get me wrong. Jimmy's a great wrestler. I love him, but these long intros are killing me. Doing this for 20 minutes. Come on, folks. Let's
You mean
wrestle,
Jay?
man.
Yeah,
You mean-
we're talking about Jey Uso, not Jimmy.
I meant Jay.
Jay.
I meant Jay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're good. Me and Luke were looking at each other like,
I meant Jay. I'm sorry. You guys
good.
know how my mind is, but I meant Jay. I'm just tired of the 20-minute intros, man. Everything else is gold when it comes to him. I love it. But
that's
just
going to be the
come down
opening.
and let's get into a wrestling match.
I think that's going to be the opening
Wake
match.
up, Grandpa.
Yeah, I
I think
agree.
it's going to be
Come on,
opening
man.
match of night one. I really do. That should be opening match night one.
Scott, I have a question for you.
What?
Have you been in an arena where 15 to 20,000 people are doing that all at the same time and feeling that energy?
I get it. I get it, Marie. I get it. He's over. I get it. But I guess I guess it's the old school in me, man. Get to the ring. Let's put it in the ring. In the ring is where the action is. You know what I'm saying? In the ring is what we're there to see.
Yes, but it's like making love, Scott. Sometimes you gotta, you gotta start with the foreplay, and that's what the entrances are. They're building up to that excitement, that climax, that coup de grace at the end, where you finally hear the 1, 2, 3.
Come on, man. I mean, do I really want to watch 20 minutes before the? I mean, I don't know. That's the only thing I don't like about it. That's the only thing. And like I said,
Undertaker's
and I'll repeat
entrance
this
was
over and over
always
again.
super
Everything
long.
else I love.
Roman Reigns' entrance is always super long.
Yeah,
like-
the Undertaker.
The Undertaker. good
What
grief.
about the under? Yeah.
Don't even put the Undertaker in with this because the Undertaker is just magic when he comes out. That's different. That's
You
different.
Yeah,
don't
but it
believe
takes
in the
him an
power.
hour and a half
You
to
don't-
get to the ring.
It is.
but-
It's not different.
Okay, are we
These-
seriously
not.
going to compare?
And
Jey
now with
Uso to
arthritis
Undertaker?
and advanced age,
Hold on.
you know why?
So
You
things-
know why Taker went back to the bike, don't you? Whenever and went to the the new biker outlaw gimmick again, right? It was taking him 85 minutes with all his arthritis in his back and his knees to get to the ring, and they were like, "Look, we can't get you a scooter because you're drawing Social Security now." So we're gonna put you on the motorcycle, and you can go down to the ring.
But I do want to see Jay win it. I do. That is my pick, by the way. But I'm just I don't want to see the 20-minute opening, man. I just don't.
So-
but okay.
So that's.
I don't
it's
think he's
actually
ready.
David.
I don't think he's ready.
So the way this works is we go in a circle, and
sorry.
so I already did my prediction. David, did you say yours?
It's Yeetamania. It's
Okay.
Yeetamania.
Childers, you also going for Jay? All right, now I'm
I wanted
disagree.
to, but I guess that's what's gonna happen.
I love Gunther. I love him so much. He's one of my favorites. I do. I love Gunther. And I was so mad how they've been treating him on TV for the past couple months has made me so mad. I'm like, why does he look like a goober on this thing every week? Almost losing to Akira Tozawa, for goodness sake. It made raw.
Hey,
And then a couple weeks ago, when they did that thing with Jimmy, you know, when he's like beating the pulp out of him and, you know, doing this with his blood, and Jay's over there looking helpless. He finally looked like the monster that Gunther is, and it made me very happy to see that. However, I do think that Jay is going to win and get his moment. And Scott, I know I keep dogging at you, but it is the same. I am going to not necessarily compare him to The Undertaker, but it kind of is the same, because when we were younger, The Undertaker was what we looked at, what we saw as magical and everything. These people today are who the kids today look at, and they're magical to them.
Right.
So yes, when they grow up and they're 30 years old, they're going to be telling their kids that their heroes is not as magical as Jay Uso. So it is kind of the same thing.
I got you. Like I did say, it was my old school in me that said that.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you.
all
I
right,
get it.
Scotty.
Oh no, this is all good. This is all fun.
My turn or Scott's?
Yours.
No, your
I
turn.
already
Oh.
Scott
Just
put
went.
the line.
Oh, I'm gonna be the oddball out. I'm taking Gunther. I think I you know, reading into it a little bit, I think that just looking at it, you know, from what I'm seeing, I think Gunther's the one that goes over. I don't think you make him look that weak and then make Jay look that strong. I'm going Gunther. I'm sorry. I'll be, you know, I'm not doing
Don't apologize.
sorry, we can't get it.
No, ain't no
I
apology.
think
Don't
it makes
apologize.
I just did that a couple
Yeah.
matches back, so don't apologize.
No, and it's Gunther. Don't ever apologize for going with Gunther.
Oh
That is
no!
not
I mean, like
ever a wrong
the guy
choice.
scares me. The guy scares me. The dream match I always wanted was Gunther and Brock Lesnar at Mania.
He's a beast.
That's
I want to see
everybody.
that.
That's a huge dream match for everybody, especially
Yeah.
Marie. I think she just about had a heart attack over that.
Yes, I did.
She just about had a coronary. Oh my goodness.
I
we
traveled.
got a nurse.
We got a nurse.
We got a nurse on
You got a
staff.
doctor in the house.
One thing before we move on. I traveled 8.5, 9 hours to see Brock Lesnar show up at the Royal Rumble to face off with Gunther. And then all that junk came out, and I was like, thanks a lot.
Oh
Thanks a
man.
lot. I was so mad.
Right.
Yeah, Janelle Grant.
Oh, moving on. Yeah, we're definitely not getting into
No, I'm
that.
just saying.
No,
I'm
I don't
not.
wanna get into
No, I'm just.
that.
I don't want to get into that either. But like that whole situation.
I'm not touching that.
Sickening.
No.
I'm
Nope.
not either.
Nope. In any sense of the word. Anyway, listen. WWE Women's World Champion Io Sky versus Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. David, you get to go first.
There's so much going on here. That drop
Yeah.
kick last week was just beautiful. And it goes to show that these ladies are ready to go ham on each other. I think this is probably going to be my favorite match of the night. One for this
Yeah,
this
it's
night.
gonna be great.
I still can't decide. I'm still kind of going back and forth, but I want to give it to Io. I really do. As much as I don't want to, because I think just Ripley and her, it's trying to build that up, and it's going to happen. Thank you. Exactly. And I think that's what this moment is they finally are going to give Io her freaking flowers. Yep.
All right, Luke Childers.
Sorry, I'm getting that thing ready. So I'm trying to get everything ready. I want Io to retain it. So that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Io.
Jessica Marie.
I was going to say EO too. I think the other two have been in storyline underestimating EO way too much, and I think she's going to walk away. And who knows, a disgruntled Naomi might have something to say to Bianca during this match as well. I don't know. You can't have too many interferences in every single match, but
Oh no, we're gonna disagree again, Majestic.
that's okay. This is the name of the game.
I think Bianca's gonna win it. That's my pick.
Really?
I think Bianca is gonna win it. And what might happen, which I would love to see happen, is her mess over Io Sky and turn heel. That's what I would. I want to see a heel Bianca Belair.
All right. All right. I'll put it this way. As long as she does not go back to the whatever she was doing in NXT because it was god awful.
No.
When she was a heel, that's fine. Y'all remember that? And oh no, I remember it because I was called racist because I didn't like her.
Nick Kern disagrees with you, sir.
No, not that character. Her character in NXT was abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. No, never. Her being a powerhouse and her being violent is good enough to be a heel. She does not have to go back to that god-awful promo and that horrible acting that she did.
Right.
She was trying to act like somebody out of South Baltimore, and it looked like crap, and it came off even worse. I'll go ahead and tell you, ladies
She
and
was
gentlemen.
trying to be street when she wasn't street.
Yeah, Memphis, Tennessee.
Knoxville.
Knoxville. Ain't,
She's from Knoxville.
Knoxville ain't Memphis, baby. Listen.
He is a dumpster fire. Yeah.
Knoxville's like the whitest town in Tennessee.
And I'm going to tell y'all straight up, the greatest ever thing to ever come out of Baltimore, Maryland, because that's how she was acting.
Oh, my God.
Was an empty Greyhound bus. And ain't nothing else.
Oh,
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I got to say Ray Lewis on that one. I mean, two-time Super Bowl
Ron, who
winner.
did you have?
Oh, and two-time Super Bowl winner, convicted murderer. Yes.
He wasn't convicted. He was found not guilty.
Yeah, Ray Lewis, right?
Yeah, Ray Lewis was found not guilty. You know, you can say Johnny Unitas because the Colts played in Baltimore too. I mean, for God's sakes,
Yeah,
one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game. Cal Ripken Jr.,
Ron, who did you have?
the Iron Man. Anyways,
all right, stop talking about Baltimore. It's a dump. I hate that place.
I'm not disagreeing. Maryland's the only state in the union that charges you to leave it. I'm just saying, for people that don't travel, it's true.
Somebody else can say
true.
it, but I can't.
All right, let's get back to wrestling, guys. Come on.
All right.
Ron, who did you have?
Who? Me?
Who did you have, Ron? Yes.
Oh, I've got Io Sky.
You went on a tangent there about Maryland.
Io Sky.
Who gives a
And
talk wrestling.
I'm gonna make it short and sweet on mine. I'm gonna take Rhea.
Okay.
That's fine with me.
Mommy's always on top.
Yes, she is.
Yes, she is.
I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I went to my happy place.
Me too.
Oh God.
I think we both had the same idea there, David. Great minds think alike. Got to watch out for that Scott Larson, though.
No, I'm from there, so I can legitimately say it's a garbage heap. Let's see. So we've all cast our vote for that one.
My daughter lives in Baltimore right now, so I can't.
He's from Baltimore.
No, I am not from Baltimore. You bite your tongue, you prick.
He looks like a guy from Baltimore.
He
No.
does.
I was raised in Southern Maryland, not Baltimore.
Yeah,
And
baloney.
St. Mary's County, right down the street from Scott Hall.
Yeah, everybody always says they're from somewhere different in this business, so nobody finds out where they're actually from. We all know.
I always said I
You're
was
from
from
Baltimore.
DC. I always said I was from DC anyway, but I was
That's
actually
even
born in-
worse. I don't know
No,
which
it's
one's
not.
worse, Baltimore or
Yeah,
DC. You beltway jerk off.
Baltimore's worse.
Baltimore's worse by a long shot. I was
Yeah,
born in
DMV
Virginia, not Maryland at all.
DMV all day.
I
my
was
friend.
raised in
DMV
Maryland.
all day.
Yeah,
Uh-uh.
they're all crazy.
Baltimore's garbage heap. But anyway, let's see here.
Great
This is a good one. This is a good one. Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins. Do me a favor, though. Do me a favor. Don't just tell me who's going to win. Tell me who's going to take the loss. Who's going to get that L on them, the pin or the submission?
Ooh, I know where it's going.
So I think who started us off last time?
You.
No, it should have been David.
No, David did. David, yeah.
So it
David.
should be Luke. Luke should be going
Skip
first.
me. I'm working on
Nope.
something. Skip me.
Skip.
Skip me.
Okay. All right, Majestic Marie, you
Trying
get to
to get
go
all the
first.
tally marks up.
This is so, it could go anywhere. Jeez. It really depends on who Paul Heyman decides he loves.
Oh my God. Did she really just say that?
Yes, I did.
Oh God.
I don't know. Until about 5 seconds ago, I was pretty sure that CM Punk was going to win this match. But now I don't know. Oh. Because Ron had to say, who's going to take the pin? I really want to see CM Punk win this match. He's waited forever. Yeah, I've got my CM Punk hoodie on too. I'm going to say CM Punk wins. And Roman Reigns takes the pin.
Oh, wow. That's intense. Scott Larson, what do you got?
We agree on that, Majestic Marie. I believe CM Punk, not CM Punk, but I believe Roman Reigns will take the pin, but I think it's going to be Seth Rollins with a curb stomp, and he leaves with Paul Heyman. Seth Rollins is going to laugh all the way to the bank as those two are being idiots in the match. He's going to get the win, and Paul Heyman's going to go and leave with the winner.
Spotlight, what you got, man?
Like Mussolini. With extra cheese. Sorry, had to do my best team coordinator impersonation. Anyways, I'm going to say that it is CM Punk after the GTS on Seth Rollins. Let's see, how would I? Yeah, but he pins Reigns. I think Reigns takes the curb stomp after Punk has taken something earlier in the match. I'm gonna say Punk steals the win somehow.
It was Colonel Mustard in the library with the rope.
I was gonna say with the candlestick, but
Yeah.
but I'm even gonna go as far as to saying it's with the GTS on Reigns while looking at the hard cam.
Okay. I got Punk pinning Rollins.
So you got Punk.
Yeah, pinning Rollins. You don't have to put. We just need the winners for the prediction part. The rest
That's
of
what
it.
I'm doing.
Oh, okay. But
You'll
I'm
see
just saying,
how I'm doing it when I post it.
Okay, very cool. Thank you. Estacado, and I got to bring Larson back in. What
I
happened?
apologize. My cat stepped on my computer keyboard and kicked me out.
Oh, all good.
You got to work, man. You got to stop with that potato internet there in Rutherford County, there, Scott.
Yeah.
I'm in Spartanburg County down here in South Carolina, and yeah.
Oh God, that's even worse. What are you doing? Working off the local Burger King down there?
Yeah,
Jesus.
something like that.
I'm not much better. I can say that. I can
Before
say
you
that.
drop out, then give your prediction.
What?
Scott, before you drop out again, give your prediction.
He did.
I did.
Oh,
He already
He did
did.
already.
Yeah.
all right.
I
So,
said Heyman's
You were
leaving
still
with
thinking
Seth
about
Rollins
Mommy
and
on
went
top.
for the curb stomp over.
probably was.
It's your go.
So
It's your turn, David.
they've been teasing this for a while, and I think the main story in this is who is Paul going to pick? Is it going to be his best friend? Is he going to put it, do that solid he's actually is owed? Who's walking with Polly in their corner away? At first, I thought like everybody else. I thought CM Punk was going to take this with Polly in his corner, but I think it's going to be Seth Rollins with Polly, and Roman Reigns is going to take the W on this.
Okay.
It's going to
So
be
you think Roman's winning? That's a first.
Mm-hmm.
You think Roman Reigns is going to win?
No, he's taking the. I'm sorry, he's taking the L. Seth Rollins is walking away with the W with Polly in his corner.
By the
Well, that
way,
just
this
changed
time last
everything.
By the way, this time last year, would we have even thought it possible that Roman Reigns would take the pin in a triple threat match? No way. Would we
No.
have thought that? No way.
And I picked Scott. I picked
Scott, you're
Seth Rollins. I think that CM Punk takes the pin. I think we see something to where Roman hits the spear on Punk, and then Punk tries to get up, and here comes the stomp. Just like, because we've seen it knocks out Punk. We've seen it happen 2 weeks in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So I say we have Seth looking, because Punk still gets his main event, and Seth gets his victory over Punk.
Interesting.
Ew.
No one voted for Roman Reigns. I think that's hilarious.
Because, I mean, Roman's got like 3 years active on his contract left for wrestling. He's got like maybe 3 years on this. What does he need?
A quick question: has anybody seen the mistake that WWE made? I think it was Friday night where they said Roman Reigns will be in his 11th main event, where Netflix gave away something maybe on accident. Has anybody seen that? Like Netflix messed up and tweeted out the Roman Reigns. So he's only been in 10 or 9. And if he's in the one when he's in the one on night 1, that would make 10. So is there something to that also? Is Roman Reigns going to get involved possibly on night 2 with The Rock? And I mean, I know that's for something later, but I mean, I'm just saying, it might tie into this match too.
Maybe. Very good, maybe.
So I don't know. I like being on the far end of things. I'm the wrestling conspiracy theorist.
Seth going over on Punk. Oof. What is wrong with you people?
I don't know who Seth's going over on, but that's my pick, yes.
Gotcha.
I'm hoping it's Roman. I really am.
And finally, the last match. We've been doing this for 2 hours now. The undisputed WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes defending against John Cena. Scott Larson, you're on deck first. Of course, with a mouthful.
You would after I put something in my mouth.
I mean,
phrasing.
There's so many ways I can go with that, Scott.
Don't even.
And that's the hashtag truth.
I didn't
That
hear
was so
that.
good.
Somebody tried to call me.
I
didn't hear
am
it. Somebody was
going
trying to call
Cody
me.
Rhodes, even though everybody in the universe thinks that Cena's going to win his 17th. I'm going to pick Cody Rhodes because that's who I want to win.
Okay.
I don't want John Cena to go out with this evil Cena. I don't like evil Cena. I'm sorry, I just don't.
He has a full year.
That's true. That's
He
true.
does.
But how are you going to change the story to where he goes back to being good Cena?
Easy.
True.
Okay.
I mean, all right. How many times did the Big Show flip flop in a year? 37. Okay, it's possible.
I'm still going with my pick. I want Cody to win. I don't think this is the way Cody should lose his title. After all that he had to go through to win against Roman, and then to lose it like this, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I
It's fair. That's fair, dude. It's not like it's it's not the gospel, brother. It's perfectly fair.
Mm-hmm.
And Brother Scott said from the mountaintop.
All right, so Scotty Brooks, what do you got?
Your time is up. My time is now. You can't see me. My time is now. It's franchise. Give me Cody Rhodes.
So you
I mean,
got
I think they're riding too high on that right now. I think that's the one thing that would really even solidify him more. It gives him a bigger Mania moment. And but did you guys see the Backlash poster too? Has anybody talked about that? The Backlash poster has John Cena versus Randy Orton in St. Louis for the WWE title. So
oh no,
does
that
he
was a
lose
leak.
it?
That was a leak,
Huh?
or that wasn't the legit poster. The legit poster was just Orton and a bunch of snakes, a bunch of vipers.
Okay.
That was the
Okay.
actual poster. The other one was fan made. That was
Okay,
not
well-
an actual WWE poster.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I still think it's Cody. Now, what they do after that, I don't know, but I think that I will say this, and I hate to say it, Cody is starting to get a little stale, and maybe he needs to chase heel Cena for a little bit. And I think that's whenever Cody was doing his best work was whenever he was in that chase spot.
Okay.
So just my 2 cents. But I'm going Cody, but to me, it's 50-50. That's the only one that has me where I
Well,
don't have a sure.
I have enjoyed Cody Rhodes' title reign. I didn't think it should have happened when it did, in all honesty. But we're here, and we're here now, and it is what it is. I am A-okay with John Cena winning it, and I believe John Cena is going to get his 17th out of this. There are so many great storylines to go through because
Absolutely.
not just Cody chasing Cena, Orton chasing Cena.
Yes.
Then,
Oh my
then,
God.
then that could lead to Cody chasing Orton.
Oh, that would be so good.
Right.
Oh,
I just got goosebumps.
Hey,
yeah. I mean,
hey, listen, I'm pretty good at my job, so it is what it is.
somebody's a little bit on their high horse tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
I normally.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. Yeah.
You're not the only one that's good at their job there, Ron.
Anyway, Estacado, what you got though?
I like that idea. I do like the idea of the chase, but I feel like this is Cena's time. I think this might help Cody a little bit. Now that he has two potential bad guys to finally go after, and kind of shake things up for him. I think this would be a good, I don't want to say mini boss, but a good foil for him after WrestleMania, and have him try to get that back. I feel like that's what's going to happen. I feel like John Cena is going to take it.
We're going to get Cody Rock, SummerSlam, and Roman Rock next year's Mania. So let's just look at it like that.
And neither one of those two need the belt to sell tickets or be in the main event. So, letting Cena, Orton, or I honestly could see, I want to see a Cena Punk at SummerSlam this year in the main event. I think that would, oh my God, that would be so good.
Oh my God.
Yes, it would be so good.
It would be, I mean, there's so many different ways they come out of this. It would be amazing. So, so many guys that could be at the top again.
And it would be flipped this time. It would be a heel Cena and a babyface CM Punk, and we've never had that before.
And it would be amazing.
Oh man, and the promos would be so gold.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, John makes money for billionaires.
Yeah. Huh?
Could you imagine Cena and Punk having the script flipped? That would be so great. You go ahead, Luke. You haven't gone yet.
Like I said earlier, the only streak that'll get broken is Ric Flair's of Charlotte and stuff. I think Cody's retaining.
Charlotte's not close to that.
Charlotte's at what?
I know. I'm just
already.
Talking, if she's going to keep building it, keep building it, that's the only streak that's going to get broken. Starting with WrestleManias.
Okay, because I thought
this
you
is
were
going to
about
help her gain to that goal. That's what I'm talking.
Oh,
no,
okay.
No, I'm talking like it's going to help her gain to that goal.
Okay, gotcha.
What's yours?
Mine?
Yep.
I'm going to say that John Cena wins. I would like to see John
tied up.
I would like to see John Cena win. I thought maybe they would do the chase thing where Cody gets it back at SummerSlam. That knocks John a little bit out, and just for a little bit, and then maybe there at the very end, right before he retires, he comes back as the babyface John Cena that we all know and love, and says, that wasn't the way to go. I don't want to end my career that way. I was in a bad headspace. I don't know. I'm just talking off the top of my head. This is not good. Okay, I know it's not good, but y'all get the gist of what I'm saying. I don't know.
I see where you're going with it, but I think he came in a heel as the Doctor of Thugonomics, and he goes out a heel, and I think that's the way
I don't think he should go out. I don't think he should go out a heel, but that's just me. I wasn't watching wrestling on TV when he was a heel, so I have no idea how he was, or I didn't get to see that personally. So John Cena as a heel is a whole new experience for me.
Oh, it was so good.
I stopped watching wrestling on TV about 2002-ish because I was about 14 years old and I noticed that they were not being nice to the women and I didn't like it and it was gross to me. So I stopped watching it on TV and I only went to indie shows with my dad. So I still consider myself a wrestling fan during that time. So I didn't start watching again until probably about 2011-ish.
Wow.
CM Punk is actually who brought me back to wrestling, so I'm always going to choose him.
So many great matches in there.
So I think John Cena is going to win, and I don't know if he's going to lose it at SummerSlam. I'm pretty sure he's going to lose it at SummerSlam, but now y'all gave me new ideas. Maybe it is Randy Orton who takes it off of him and not Cody, and Cody has to start chasing Randy instead. Who knows?
Ooh, yeah.
But
yeah.
Well, what if Cody can't get the job done and Punk is the guy that takes it off Cody, and then we get the greatest AEW main event ever at WrestleMania next year, which is Cody and Punk.
That'd be awesome.
I would be
That'd
okay with
I
that
would love
too.
it. I would laugh so hard because Tony Khan's sitting there going, this is what I originally wanted,
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
and he had it.
he should have hired a bunch of children then.
Yeah, well, I mean, they
Uh,
said they can manage a wrestling company, but they can't manage a Target.
Do you
Oh.
have any idea who? That was good. Do you have any ideas about who Randy Orton's going to face off?
Oh no, we haven't even talked about that.
Ooh,
Maybe Solo?
no, Rusev.
Rusev?
Rusev?
Rusev just signed 2 weeks ago.
I think it's Alistair.
It's either Rusev or Nick Aldis.
Oh, I would love it to be Nick Aldis so much.
Oh, I think they're wasting him as GM. I'm right there with you, but
Oh.
my brain says Rusev.
Have any of
If
have any of y'all got to see Nick Aldis wrestle in person?
No.
Yes.
Oh yes,
Oh.
yes. I take it back.
He's so good. He is so good.
I saw him and Latimer, Thomas Latimer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
At Wrestle something. The Gathering in Charlotte, like a year or two ago. I filmed it. I was the camera guy for the pay-per-view.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm friends with Sam Adonis, and he invited me to an NWA show he was on the card of. And,
Nice.
Nick Aldis was on that show.
Oh, that would be awesome. Nick Kern's comment. I see it being Aleister Black.
But
And we get that crazy intro.
I had a WrestleMania.
But who do you have win?
I feel like I said that.
Do you have
I think it's Alistair.
But do you have Alistair lose his first match coming back, or do you have Randy Orton lose his 20th anniversary match at WrestleMania?
It's Rusev Day.
Yet again.
I'd be okay with that.
Yet again. All right, so are you going to have a returning Rusev lose?
Yeah, I hate to play the Booker card, but I think the best way to do it is to do not necessarily, where either one of them. I think you have them fight it out, and then they get disqualified, and you leave, and both of them are left laying in the middle of the ring, and
That's why it needs to be Solo Sikoa. And I say that because a win at Mania is, or a loss at Mania for Solo isn't going to hurt him. Whereas you don't want Orton losing, you don't want Rusev to return. I'm sorry, but Josh Alexander walking into AEW and losing his debut match,
oh my gosh,
made me absolutely sick. I was like, that's the dumbest thing ever, because this dude is so good. You're an idiot.
Somebody said Matt Cardona. I'm like, okay.
That would be awesome. Oh my God. Matt is a sweetheart. I love him to death, but that would Matt is a sweetheart. Matt Cardona is a sweetheart. I love him. Cardona is one of the best people I've ever met in my life as far as a worker goes. But I'm still convinced that it's Rusev. And I'll be honest with you. Yes, it is Orton's 20th anniversary, but Orton can take the loss. I mean, he's established enough. He can take that loss and it not phase him as much and be right back on top the next night at Raw. And get his win back at Backlash.
I think that'd be a good setup. Like, think about it. He could take an L, and it just sets up a rivalry for the rest of the year.
Well,
yeah.
Another caveat is, do you notice who else is missing from this entire WrestleMania card that was on fire the last couple of years? Scott Larson's favorite wrestler in the WWE.
Oh, I thought
Sami
you were going to say
Zayn.
me.
Sami Zayn. So what if it's Sami Zayn and Randy?
What do you say that Sammy turns heel before he goes out there, or turns heel on Orton that night?
No, it's just a thing where Randy, you're looking for a match for Mania. And guess what? I don't have one either. Let's go. And they just do it. And just for whatever.
And then what, you save Rusev and Aleister Black for Raw and SmackDown? I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, that makes that.
I kind of like Nick's idea, though. I mean, hold on.
Okay.
I agree.
That's sweet. Thank you.
She's just pretty smarter than these schmucks. I don't know. She does their peaches and power bombs. So I definitely.
She has her own podcast, bro. This is the Roundtable Rumble where we bring on people that have their own podcast or own shows, or we add.
Yeah.
In Scotty's case, he was the co-host.
It was,
to Black and finally snap after it. Yeah. He starts hearing voices after that. Yeah.
It's okay with me.
Well, Rick Stevens, we have no use for Chelsea Green on this one. Shouldn't she be doing something? Oh, she might be on the pre-show. The one that starts before the kickoff show.
Don't they have like a version of the Andre the Giant Battle Royal for the women too now?
I don't even know if they're doing that this year.
I haven't seen anything about it.
I always loved that.
The Fabulous Moolah one? Wasn't it like the Moolah Cup or something? Or the Moolah?
Yeah, but that was like a deal like where what was it? That was a tournament they did in NXT.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think
Sammy's injured.
And then all the stuff started coming out on. Well, that was also after all the stuff started coming out on Moolah too. So
yeah.
Aleister Black and Karrion Kross being led by Orton. Oh.
I just looked it up. Sami Zayn is injured.
Ooh.
That's why he's off the WrestleMania card.
That's right.
What happened to Sammy?
Give me hold, please, and I'll let you know.
Oh, that was the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah, but it started out as the Moolah Classic, and then they started getting flat one year, and they changed it to Mae Young.
Battle Royal was supposed to be the Moolah.
Mae Young?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was the Moolah.
Sammy hurt his neck when he took the package pile driver from KO on the steel ramp.
That's right.
Okay.
He hurt his neck.
Legit or work or
out of work? It's
okay.
Legit.
So they say. You always have to be skeptical when you talk to a bunch of wrestlers.
Kevin Owens to death. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Everything's a work.
So all the votes have been cast. Luke Childers has them. That was fun.
According to WWE, the injury has him written off of television indefinitely with no announced time for his return.
What better way to come back than on a Saturday night at Mania?
Yeah. Or Sunday night. Whenever they decide to do this.
I don't think that I think it's storyline injury from what I was seeing. But I could be wrong. If he is legitimately hurt, I hope he feels better soon.
Now, KO is, I think, legit hurt.
Oh, Kevin Owens is legit hurt. That's not. Yeah.
And I really want to see his head fly off into the crowd.
I know. It was going to be fun.
Oh, my gosh.
So many great memories of Orton punting people. It takes me back. Anyways.
Any surprises that you guys want to see? Any surprise superstars?
The Hardys again.
Austin
Joe Hendry? Does Joe Hendry show up?
Nah,
he does.
I think he's hurt. Joe
Joe's
Hendry's hurt. Joe's
Mhm.
hurt.
Maybe
Oh,
superstar from NXT gets called up to face Orton.
I'll tell you one that we might.
Sorry,
I'll tell you one we might see, and he's actually working on mending the fences with Triple H right now. Could we see Nick Nemeth?
Yeah, possibility.
Eh.
Yeah.
That would be I mean,
Alex
Nemeth
Black
and Orton would be a phenomenal match.
in some fashion or form. I would love to
If
see
he's-
Alex Black show up.
If he's gonna take the
Oh,
L,
yeah.
that's fine. Oba,
Yeah, and well, Nemeth would in a heartbeat.
Oba coming up to take the L is a loss. Is a huge negative. That's not a good thing at all.
Michael, no, please, for the love of everything, no Moose, please, no,
I mean,
please, no.
Moose
I
is
love
cool
Moose.
to work with. Yeah, I was about to say I've worked with him. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's
He
such a
might be nice
sweetheart.
guy, but I no, please, no.
Hey,
What's wrong with the Moose?
I was part of his security detail there, Scott.
And you still couldn't make him a better wrestler. So what does that tell you?
I
Could have until the Hardys got involved.
I thought they liked you. They invited you over for dinner last I heard.
Trick.
Right?
Yet again, another person going to the main roster that I feel like if they go to the main roster and take the L right out the gate, that's just awful for them.
Mm.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't. Yeah, I don't think you can call anybody up, and you can't use somebody like a Joe Hendry with a Randy Orton. So that makes sense. I'll tell you one person they could call up, and he could take the L, and I don't think it would hurt him. As a matter of fact, if he takes the L rather convincingly, it actually might even help him. Could be Ethan Page.
Let's do that. Let's do
like
that.
Okay.
I like that.
I like that.
I could see Ethan Page coming up, running his mouth, talking some junk, and I mean that would actually give him and his character a bit of a rub with Orton. I mean that would, and it would be great. It would be phenomenal. But
and Lexus King, Lexus King's another one.
Yeah,
that wouldn't hurt.
I think it would hurt him. I really do. We haven't seen him enough on mainstream TV already. I'm not talking about NXT. We didn't see him enough at AEW either. We saw Ethan Page. Ethan Page won the TNT Championship. He won every belt that, other than the World Championship, that AEW had to offer. He was presented as a star. He was part of SoCal with Christopher Daniels, Scorpio Sky, and Frankie Kazarian. He's got the rub from the big dogs. He's doing great stuff in NXT right now. I think that's the only person you could legitimately call up from NXT, and it makes sense he could take a loss.
Okay. I like that too. It sounds good. It
would still be exciting without if he loses or whatever, like everybody else. It would kind of drain the excitement out of the building a little bit, even though everybody loves Randy Orton, but it'd be exciting to see these people come up. It would kind of be like, oh, they lost, and with Ethan Page, it would just make everybody even more excited. So
yeah, I mean, I think he's ready for a main roster call up, but I don't think he's going to get that, especially with him going to work the TNA pay-per-view April 27th in LA.
That's okay.
He could get it. So that's the thing. He does NXT, Stand and Deliver. Then he shows up for Mania.
And goes to Unbreakable.
And gets beaten. And then takes time off. Shows up to Unbreakable for the TNA
Unbreakable's
show.
the next week. It's the next week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then shows up there. Then takes some time off, like maybe a week or 2 weeks. Then he sneak attacks Orton after taking the L, and that's his first main roster feud is Orton.
I think I would legitimately watch every week to see that. I think Ethan Page is one of the most underrated, people on the roster, and he's still young enough, but he's mature enough to work with the people that are on that SmackDown roster. He's good enough to work. I mean, didn't he take the title off Cody, or was it Sammy Guevara? And then he dropped it back to Cody. The TNT title.
I couldn't keep up with that. So
yeah, but I mean, he's good enough to work with Cody. He's good enough to work with Orton. He's good enough. Like I said, he's the only person that you call up. That's the only one that makes sense. If you're putting them in that spot.
All right. So we are getting ready to call it a night. Somehow it's going to be Braun Strowman. That's
wow.
No.
All right.
I think I'll be going to the bathroom at that moment.
All right. So we are all getting ready to get out of here. Anybody want to tell us what's going on next?
I'm going to say a quick goodbye, and I'm going to tell you guys that hashtag Truth is back. If you haven't noticed, I'm back. So Monday, April 21st, 8 p.m., Expensive Attraction is going to be on hashtag Truth. So be looking for that. I am not doing a 3-day-a-week schedule like I used to. I can't do it, folks. I've got my hands in other things, but I will be coming back every once in a while and doing a hashtag Truth when things of interest in indie wrestling in my area comes about. So, and I promised those boys if I ever came back, and I'm a man of my word, that they would have my first show because they were at a show and I shook hands with them and they were all giddy to meet me, which that's kind of weird. And but anyway, I promised them the first show back.
So much wrong with what you just said, Scott.
I'm gonna. So again, 8 p.m. April 21st. Hashtag Truth. We're gonna have Expensive Attraction on the show, guys. I appreciate being on here, man. Majestic, David, Ron, Spotlight. We'll see y'all later. And Luke, I know you're out there. I don't know why you didn't come back, but we'll see you later too, sir. We'll see y'all soon.
Scott, I just sent you a message on Messenger. I need that information.
Yes, sir. I will definitely.
You already know, and that's up to you what you tell people.
I got you. It's gonna be sent right back to you.
Gotcha.
Gosby already with the promoting. I love that.
If you can't afford Mania tickets, $15 for PWA at Slagrog in Asheville this Sunday, and we have dancers. Oh, and earlier, Ghazi made a remark, and I loved it, but we were just so freaking busy. Let's see here.
I love his character.
There it is.
I really do.
There it is. When Scotty Brooks shows up to challenge Remington Roar for the PWA heavyweight title once we get titles.
Okay, Ghazi.
Ooh, Remington Roar and
you.
Scotty Brooks. Wow.
If the money's right. If the money's right. That's all I'm going to say.
It's always better when you're paying with the cheddar.
I mean,
that's exactly right.
I mean, I did not have a problem with my pay there.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying, anyways. So I'll be the next one. I'll let you, since this is a podcast show, I'll let the podcasters have the main event here. I'll be the guy that goes in that second match hole that nobody cares about. Guys, I will not be at HWA on April 19th, this coming Saturday. Having to sit out due to some even though my doctors have cleared me, HWA's doctors are not clearing me yet, so not able to be there on that night. However, May 17th is looking pretty good, guys. We've got Crossroads, Marion, North Carolina. We always put about 400 to 500 in there, plus every time. Ron has been to several. Was it just one or two? One. Yeah, we that night we had close to 700 people, if not breaking the 700 people mark for an
Oh
indie
yeah.
show.
Oh, it was six.
So
It
I
was
mean,
683 or something. It was something like
something
that.
like yeah, it was like 683 people showed up to see Frankie Kazarian whip my ass in a last man standing match with a little bit of outside help, but that's okay. And I got a feeling that one's going to be, I'm going to be getting that back. Anyways, still makes my skin crawl every time I think about it. But anyways, yeah, May 17th, we got the May 3rd show with HWA. We did announce a match for this Friday night at EPW was myself and Neil Koloff, but however, due to a medical condition that Neil came down with on Sunday, that match is now off. So, I mean, I'm open this weekend, but I'm probably going to use some time to rest. Got some family issues I need to deal with also. And again, remember, May 17th, Crossroads. That is going to be a show that no one wants to miss. Tickets are only $10. General admission $15 at ringside. You can the link is posted all over my Facebook page and HWA's pages on Instagram and Facebook. Guys, go buy tickets now. We've already sold as many tickets now as we had for Frankie Kazarian. So this one is going to be one hell of a night.
That sounds awesome.
All right, I guess I'm up next.
Woo.
You guys can check me out on Peaches and Power Bombs. We're mostly on Facebook and YouTube. We're trying to grow our TikTok presence as well. So you can go check me out personally, Majestic Marie on TikTok. I have a show pretty much every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and I have a show called Tailgate Party where you can come and join us, and we hang out and have a good time, and we kind of just go over the AEW Dynamite card for that night, and you can see me pull my hair out because none of it makes sense.
Oh my God, I already love you, Marie. Oh my God. You just got a new fan.
Oh, thank you. And me and Ray all day have a really good time on that show. And just check us out Wednesdays 4:45 Eastern.
Most definitely. Let's see here. Y'all already know what to do. Just tune in every Thursday. We try to be here, and if there's indie wrestling, go support it. If I'm gonna go to an indie show, I'm gonna let you know where I'm going. So it is what it is.
Pretty much. We could do the rundown, but I think it's too late.
No, we're not.
It's way too late.
There's a bunch of stuff going on this weekend. If you're anywhere within the Raleigh or Burlington area, there's a ton of wrestling. Go to Eden. Go check out Insurgents Pro. Go check out Alpha Underground. Go check out a lot of other places that I'm associated with this weekend within the Eden and North Carolina area. You're missing out if you're not checking out those shows. And they're all before WrestleMania, so you have enough time to go check out indie wrestling, go home and watch WrestleMania.
Excellent.
That sounds like a good time,
folks. Yes, definitely gonna be a good time. There's gonna be a lot of good stuff going on. Like I said, I'll be in Boiling Springs this weekend, or Friday. I'll be in Boiling Springs Friday for the thing.
Well, if you're going to be there, I might be there, Ron. I hadn't planned on coming.
I'm going for my buddy who's playing music at the restaurant, Rigsby's in Boiling Springs.
Okay. Well, I might have to swing down there and come say hello to you.
I think Elliot's playing from 6 to 9.
Okay.
Sure. So I'll be there. Then Saturday, I've got a meeting earlier in the day and then got some. Oh, WrestleMania Saturday night, so I'm busy. Then Sunday is Easter, so I'll be at church doing that church thing. Actually getting baptized this Sunday, so that's kind of cool.
You're cutting
Put
out
your
there.
mic back. Yeah,
Oh,
there you go.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm actually getting baptized on Sunday. So
Oh,
on
Congratulations.
Easter Sunday, yeah. So it's I'm very excited. And you know, I've had a live microphone in my hand in front of hundreds and thousands of people over the years. Sunday's going to be interesting. That's
Well,
all I got.
everybody gets to see you become a new man.
Yes.
Literally.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Congratulations.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm really excited about Sunday.
You should be.
Well, sounds like everyone's gonna be busy this weekend,
Oh yeah.
and we'll be back. What, next week? Same channel, same bat channel, same bat time.
Yeah, I think we'll be around. I think we'll be here Thursday. And you guys know when to catch Majestic Marie, and Scotty. Whenever you're bored and looking for something to do, and you want to pop in and run your mouth, you're always welcome to show up. We allow that.
Aw, thank you.
Always, my guy.
But if you're coming to Boiling Springs tomorrow, be sure you bring cigars, and I'll also bring the humidor.
What? Wait a minute. What? Like, that's all I'm good for now, Ron? Is
Yeah.
cigars?
Well, I didn't.
Murray, do you
tell
see
to-
how he treats his guests?
Hey,
You
look,
see how
hold
he
on.
treats his guests?
Hold
Do
on. I
you
didn't-
see this?
I didn't tell you to bring money and cigars this time. I just said bring cigars. So that's
Ah!
a win in your
Gotta
book.
give him that. I'll give him that.
That's a win in your book. Entirely a win in your book, bro.
True.
Yeah.
Very true.
Now, Brianna Carr chiming in. We're getting ready to get
Hi.
off air, and she
Leaving the
chimes in. Hi, you should go back and watch the first 2.5 hours of
You
this.
should.
Oh, at
Ron,
least
I do have
I was
one thing to tell
predominantly on
you.
my best. I was predominantly on my best behavior, so that's a good thing. Is this something that you need to tell me off air? Because I can gladly
Yes.
hit the inline button. All right.
Yes.
Hey, look, listen. Good night, everybody. Love y'all. We'll see you next time. And if we don't see you next time, we will see you at the Indies.
Indies.